It's the final few seconds before the lights go out and the race to the podium begins. You know this battle will be won off the track as well as on it. You've studied your tactics, anticipated every move like a grandmaster. You've researched and analysed, modified and fine-tuned to perfection. You have honed your instincts to give you an edge over your rivals. Your drivers focused, your team ready. The championship in the balance. First past the checkered flag, the goal. Epic victory or ultimate failure.
Welcome back, F1 Manager family, to another F1 Manager video. In today's video, we're going to be continuing in our new series of how to race on a specific track. I'm not sure which track we'll be getting first, so we're going to take that first track and then we're going to go from there. Alright, so in the last video, I understand that there was a lot of misunderstanding by some players where they were saying that the main account drivers will get more laps and so on, but the main account races are not tailored for the new players. So if you're a new player or you have low level drivers, the races that I do with the main account, which is this account here, is not tailored for you. You are not supposed to be using that strategy that I use on the main account. Alright, when I switch over to the junior account, now that's the strategy where you're going to be using. Alright, so hopefully you guys understand, and hopefully I explain it just right for you guys. So let's go. We're rocking with the fast pit time tune, the super fast pit time tune, as a matter of fact. We're using Albon and Kimi, and as I said, once again, this race is for high level accounts, level 7 drivers or max drivers. That's who this race is for. This strategy is for, let's see if we can get France, or we're gonna get Hungary, and let's see. Alright, so let's see which track we got. Alright, so it's Russia, so let me forfeit this. Let me pause. Alright, let's see what track we get. Zing Zong. Russia again, so we're gonna have to forfeit. Let me pause. Alright, so this is our, let's see what track we get here. Let's hope we get France or Hungary, because we've already done Sochi. Alright, there we go. So we got Hungary. Alright, so for Hungary with max level drivers, the easiest strategy I have found for Hungary with max level drivers is a one stop. Alright, so you can go for 4 laps on soft tires and then go back to pit into those hard tires and boost for 4 laps. Alright, so that is one strategy you can use, one stop. Or if you want to use the same track, the 3-3-2 technique, where you go for 3 laps, come back to pit, go for another 3 laps, and come back to pit in soft tires. Alright, so right now we're gonna go one driver with the 3-3-3 and one driver with the one stop. Alright, so we're gonna go with Kimi, as he's in the front. We're gonna go with Kimi for the 3-3-3, and since Albon is in the back, we're gonna go with Albon for the one stop. Alright, so this is basically about the strategy. Alright, so we're going to be using Kimi for 3-3-2. We're going to be using Albon for the one stop, 4 and 4. Alright, so 4 laps in soft tires and 4 laps in hard tires and boost. Alright, so after this race, we're going to be switching over to our new account, in which we will be using the new account for new players. Alright, so if you're new, just wait until this race is over and continue watching the video, and you'll see the junior account coming in, and that's the strategy that you would want to use. All right. So now we're in our third lap here. We're gonna boost now with Kimi back into pit, and let's keep Albon conserving for 4 laps, and then he's gonna make a 1 stop, go back into hard tires, and boost to the finish. All right. Albon is doing good as well, driving good and defending good. Alright, so we're going back to pit now with Kimi for the 3-3-2. And then we're going to put in that go to pit orders for Albon to come back. Our rival opted to go for 4 laps with his Kimi. Let's keep that boost on or Kimi going up against AI Kimi. Got around him. No chance of getting stuck there on AI Kimi. Alright. So you can use any one of these strategies as a high level player, level 7 or max level drivers for Hungary in the GPs. Let's boost now into pit. Albon to go into those hard tires. He will be using the 1 stop. And there goes Albon out in the 1 stop. And we're gonna boost now the 6th lap into pit with our Kimi. Let's boost from here and go back into pit to soft tires. And yeah, that's the 2 strategies for high level drivers, level 7 and up, level 7 to max. I think you can do this strategy with also level 6 drivers. So if you have level 6 drivers, you should be able to do any one of these strategy. Either you're doing the 2 stop or you're doing the 1 stop on Hungary here. Alright. So Kimi made his way up to 2nd place, while Albon is in 6th place. Let's see if he can use the DRS to get around here. Yep, he does. So he's made his way up to 5th with the 1 stop. 1 lap remaining. Drivers are looking good. Kimi gunning for 1st place. Albon coming up. Nice and easy. 2 strategies in 1. So you guys can use any one of these strategies once you have high level drivers. Level 6 and up, I would say. So yeah, that one is in the bag. Now for the lower level drivers, I'm going to switch over after this race is over. I'm going to switch over to my junior account, and then we're going to come back to match in Hungary, and I'll show you guys the strategy that I would use for the lower account. Alright. Alright, that should be it. There we go. Nice 45 points there if you were in the GP. Though you don't want to be using a fast pit time tune in the GP. We had a 3 crate slot. Didn't even notice that we had a 3 crate slot there. As you can see, we have a lot of all different tier race crate, series crate, I should say. Alright, so I'm going to go over to my junior account. Be right back, guys. Alright guys, so we're now over our junior account. On this account is where we're going to use the strategy now for the new players. So we're using Kimi and we're going to be using Grosjean. Alright, so if you're not at the level where you're using Kimi and Grosjean as yet, this work with Gasly on Norris. Whatever drivers you're using, these strategies will work with those drivers. Alright, so let's tune the car real quick as we just started, so the game is going to restart on those. So we're going to go to the fast pit time tune real quick, and then get into the strategy. Hopefully we can get a match on Hungary without too much searching. So let's go Hungary. Alright, let's see if we get Hungary. There we go. Alright, so we matched in Hungary. That was take 2. So yeah, pretty fast. Alright, so quick disclaimer for you guys. Let's see the qualifiers, and then I'm going to say the quick disclaimer. And there we go. Nice qualifiers here with a fast pit time tune. Alright, 11 and 21. Nice. Alright, so quick disclaimer. A lot of persons have been saying because the drivers that I'm using, new players are going to struggle. Alright, so if your drivers are saying 3 to 2, 2 to 3, or 2 to 2, you're good for 3 laps. Alright, so if it's saying 2 to 2, you're good for 3 laps. Alright, if it's saying 1 to 2, however, you're only good for 2 laps. Alright, so if your drivers are saying 1 to 2, you should not use soft tires. You should use the 422 with hard tires. Alright, so you should start off with hard tires for 4 laps, and then go back into pit into soft tires and boost from there to the finish. Alright, so right here, Grosjean at this level can get 4 laps. So Grosjean can go for the 1 stop again. Kimi can get 2 to 3 laps, and if conserved properly, Kimi can also get 4 laps. Alright, if you manage your tires and you manage your conserve with Kimi properly, you can get 4 laps. As you can see, 70% across the finish line, and that's Kimi is good for 4 laps right there. Alright, so we're gonna go for 3 laps. However, we're gonna go for 3 laps, and we're gonna come back into hard tires. Alright, so with these drivers, Kimi and Grosjean, at level 3 and level 6 for Grosjean, you are still able to do the same technique as the main account did. You can do the 1 stop with the 4 soft and one hard, and go back to pit into hard and boost to the finish. Or you can choose this strategy, which is the 3-3-3, the 3-3-2 I should say, which I'm about to use, where we boost now into pit, where we go to pit, and we're gonna go into hard tires, and we can possibly do 2 or 3 laps, 3 or 4 laps on these hard tires, come back into pit and boost to the finish. But we're gonna go to hard tires here. Alright, so our rival managed to get the undercut while Kimi got stuck. Alright, so it's not too much of an undercut. So we're gonna go into our boost phase now, and we're gonna boost for 3 laps, come back to pit. Alright, or we're gonna boost for 3 laps, yep. And we're gonna come back to pit in the 6, into soft tires and boost to the finish. Alright, so if you're not liking this strategy and you're looking for something a lot more simple than the 1 stop with the 4 laps, conserve in soft tires for 4 laps. Once your drivers are saying 2 to 3 or 3 to 4, you can get at those 4 laps if you start your conserve at the right point. After you start off with the boost, you get those 4 laps in, then you go back into hard tires and boost to the finish. Alright, so here what we're going to do now to prevent stocking, we're going to go to pit with 1 driver, which is going to be Kimi. So let's put in Kimi to go to pit into soft tires there. Then we're going to do an extra lap with Grosjean, and then come back to pit with Grosjean. Alright, but on the regular, you want to go back to pit with both drivers on the 6th lap here. Alright, so if your drivers are bunched up close to each other, then you can put one to pit and go for the extra lap with the second driver, or you can just go to pit with both drivers. If they're not too far away, just go back to pit into those soft tires, and you're going to be boosting to the finish on your soft tires. 152 in the pits, 152 for Grosjean as well, and we're out of there. And yeah, that race is in the bag. Alright, so the technique is simple: 3 laps on conserve on soft tires. Alright, 3 laps on conserve on soft tires, 3 laps on boost and hard tires, and 3 laps on, and 2 laps I should say, on boost on hard tires, on soft tires, pardon me. Alright, so pretty simple. Once again, 3 laps on conserve on soft tires, 3 laps on boost on hard tires, and 2 laps on soft tires boosting to the finish. Alright, so once again, if your drivers are not giving you 2 to 2 or 2 to 3, if you're getting 1 to 2 from your drivers, then you don't want to start your race with soft tires. You want to go for hard tires and do the 4-2-2 technique, where you go to pit, go to pit in at the 4th lap after conserving in those hard tires for 4 laps, and go back into pit into soft tires and boost from there to finish. Alright, so what I'm going to do now for the next race on Hungary, I'm going to switch into drivers like Norris and Gasly. So let's say you're using Gasly and Norris with their low tire management. Let's go see what their race would be like. Alright, on Hungary, let's go search back to Series 1 and back to Hungary. Alright, let's see if we can get it on take 2. Alright, yep, we got Hungary. Alright, so this is take 2. We're using now Norris and Gasly. Alright, just to see where their tire managements are, because their tire managements are lower than a Grosjean and a Kimi. So we're going to show you the technique to use if your drivers or tire management is low. Alright, so here you see, as a matter of fact, they can give you 2 to 3 laps. So you're going to go for them. Alright, so you're going to go for 3 laps conserve on those soft tires, because you're able to get 2 to 3 laps on Hungary from these low tire management drivers. And then we're going to go into hard tires in the middle, and then boost to the finish. Alright, so let's cut down to conserve here. Also, the main reason why I cut down to conserve so early, causing Norris to lose out so much positions, is that I wanted to see if we could conserve, if we started to conserve early, if we could manage to get 4 laps in there with these drivers to also do the 1 stop, which is 4 laps in soft tires, and go back to hard tires and boost to the finish. So let's see here. If we pass the finish line with 70% tires, that means we're good for 4 laps. So there is 75 and there is 73, so we are good for 4 laps here, guys. So if you don't want to use the 3, so we're gonna go now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go for 4 laps with one driver, and I'm gonna go for 3 laps with the other driver. Alright, just so you guys can see that this can also work for your drivers with low tire management at these low levels. Alright, so Gasly is in front, so we're gonna let Norris be the one that goes to pit in the 3rd, go into hard tires, because let's use Gasly. Looks like Gasly has a little better tire management than Norris, so we're gonna use Norris to go for the 4th lap. and go to pit with Gasly. So let's boost Gasly into pit, into those hard tires for his 3 laps on those hard tires, and let's let Norris continue his conserve. All right. Now he's not gonna make it. He's not gonna make it. And he missed pit. Yep, he's not gonna make it. He's gonna run out of tires. So he's not gonna make it, guys. So the four laps in soft is not possible for these low level drivers. So you have to stick with the 3 laps and then go into hard tires and go from there. All right. So Norris is now out of tires. Let's boost him into pit. So we managed to see that he wasn't going to make it a little too late, or else we could have put him into pit, but that's all right. So he's now going to go into pit. Our rival Bottas going for an extra lap. That's good news for us, giving Gasly the opportunity to catch up. Now for Gasly to get these overtakes done and get into the position to get the undercut on our rivals Bottas. All right. So it's not possible to use these drivers to get 4 laps. All right. So they're good for 3 laps. So you go for 3 laps, go back into pit in the third, into soft hard tires, and go for 3 more laps on boost. Come back into pit in the 6th, into soft tires, and boost to the finish. All right. So we're gonna come back to pit now with Gasly. He hasn't created any form of distance between himself and the rival here. So the rival is going to get the undercut on Gasly, but Gasly should get out before. Oh, so since Norris went for 4 laps and he ran out of tires halfway through, we're now going to be boosting Norris straight to the finish without going back to pit with Lando Norris. Alright, Gasly in and out in 23. So now it's a matter of Gasly gaining some positions on these soft tires, and a matter of Norris getting around our rival here to give us this win. And there he goes, pushing around our rival, and he's boosting straight into the finish as he went for 4 laps, run out of tires close to it, but he didn't manage to make it exactly. So just to prove, you don't want to be using the 4 laps on soft tires with these level drivers. Alright, so you want to go 3 laps like Gasly did here. Go 3 laps and conserve, then go for 3 laps on boost on hard tires, then come back to soft tires and boost to the finish. As you can see, the one stop is very effective with Lando Norris here, but he's not able to get 4 laps. So if you want to risk it, it's up to you. Ken said I didn't warn you that they're not going to be able to get those 4 laps. So if you want to risk it, it's up to you. If you want to risk it and go for that 4 lap and do the 1 stop, it's all up to you guys. Alright, so hopefully I explained as much as I can, and hopefully you guys understand all that I've said. And hopefully this was a good video and you had learned something. And yeah, really appreciate you guys for all your support. And I'll see you guys. Got Perez. See you guys in the next one. Peace.